First is the gestational hypertension. Gestational hypertension is characterized by the onset of systemic hypertension without proteinuria or edema during the last few weeks of gestation or during the immediate postpartum period. ठीक है, प्रोटीनयूरिया edema नहीं होएगा, सिर्फ हाइपरटेंशन होएगी and only the last few weeks of gestation. सिर्फ gestation के last few weeks में या immediate postpartum period में होता है. ट्रीटमेंट क्या है इसकी? यूजली माइल्ड एंड आउटकम ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी इज नॉट अफेक्टेड. सिस्टेमिक ब्लड प्रेशर नॉर्मलाइजेस ड्यूरिंग द फर्स्ट few weeks postpartum but often reoccurs during subsequent pregnancies. Prognosis believe the risk of developing essential hypertension later in the life is increased in these women. And next is the preeclampsia. Preeclampsia is syndrome exhibited after 20 weeks of gestation. 20 weeks के बाद में होती है. Manifest as systemic hypertension, proteinuria and generalized edema. Generalized edema is not essential for the diagnosis as edema is present in most normotensive parturients. edema जरूरी नहीं है क्योंकि edema जो है normal patient में भी हो सकता है. Generalized edema associated with preeclampsia typically appears abruptly, and this is important when edema जो suddenly appear हो जाए and is associated with accelerated weight gain. Most important है sudden development of edema, the accelerated weight gain एकदम बढ़ जाए. Signs and symptoms of preeclampsia usually resolve within 48 hours following delivery. 48 आवर पोस्टपार्टम साइन सिम्टम चले भी जाते हैं. सिस्टेमिक ब्लड प्रेशर अगर 140/90 से ज़्यादा हो और डेली यूरिन प्रोटीन लॉस 2 ग्राम से ज़्यादा हो, दिस इज सफिशिएंट फॉर डायग्नोसिस ऑफ प्रीक्लैम्पशिया. प्रीक्लैम्पशिया है अगर बीपी 140/90 से ज़्यादा है, प्रोटीन यूरिया 2 ग्राम से ज़्यादा है. सीवियर प्रीक्लैम्पशिया कब होएगा? जब बीपी 160/110 160/110 mmM से ज़्यादा है और डेली यूरिन प्रोटीन लॉस मोर देन 5 ग्राम. These patients are likely to complain of headache, visual disturbances, epigastric pain, and that they may exhibit altered consciousness. Severe preeclampsia. Risk factor for the development of preeclampsia किन के अंदर ज़्यादा कॉमन होएगा? नल्लीपेरिटी, एडवांस मैटरनल एज, हाइपरटेंशन एंड ओबेसिटी. नल्लीपेरिटी, मैटरनल एज मोर देन 40 ईयर, प्रीवियस प्रीक्लैम्पशिया, क्रोनिक हाइपरटेंशन, डायबिटीज, रीनल डिजीज, मल्टीपल gestation. Manifestation and complication of preeclampsia: systemic hypertension, CHF, decreased colloid osmotic pressure, pulmonary edema, arterial hypoxemia, pharyngeal edema, cerebral edema हो जाता है जिसकी वजह से headache, visual disturbances, changes in level of consciousness, grand mal seizures, cerebral hemorrhage, hypovolemia, HELLP syndrome, that is hemolysis, elevated liver enzymes and low platelets, DIC, proteinuria, oliguria, acute tubular necrosis, epigastric pain, decreased uterine blood flow, intrauterine growth retardation, premature labor and delivery, abruptio placenta. अब इनको डिटेल में डिस्कस करते हैं. डायग्नोसिस एंड etiology. Preeclampsia is a syndrome that affects virtually all organ systems. It is associated with placental ischemia resulting from abnormal placenta. Abnormal placenta then may release factors that produce generalized vascular endothelial cell damage and lead to multiple organ system dysfunction. ठीक है, जो abnormal प्लासेंटा से जो फैक्टर रिलीज होते हैं वो सारे वास्कुलर एंडोथेलियल सेल का डैमेज कर देते हैं जिससे मल्टीपल ऑर्गन सिस्टम डिसफंक्शन हो जाता है. Systemic hypertension is the early sign of preeclampsia, may result partly from severe vasospasm and generalized arterial vasoconstriction, या तो vasospasm और साथ में arterial vasoconstriction की वजह से होती है. Increased afterload can lead to left ventricular failure and pulmonary edema. Afterload बढ़ने की वजह से liver LVF या pulmonary edema हो जाता है. Response to circulating catecholamines and angiotensin 2 are exaggerated. Decreased intravascular fluid volume is common, especially in parturients with severe preeclampsia. Hypovolemia may result in increased hematocrit and thus may obscure the presence of anemia. Anemia हो सकता है इनके अंदर, but ज़्यादा hematocrit हाइपोवोलेमिया करके पता नहीं लगता. Pulmonary edema may occur in severe preeclampsia, low colloid osmotic pressure due to urinary loss of albumin and increased capillary permeability leads to interstitial accumulation of fluid in the lung. Clinically, decreases in PaO2 are suspicious for interstitial pulmonary edema. These participants may be at increased risk of development of pulmonary edema in response to IV fluid administration. IV fluid देने से भी इनके अंदर edema होने के chances होते हैं. Edema of upper airway and larynx, which may accompany normal gestation, is exaggerated in preeclamptic patient. This change may influence the size of endotracheal tube selected for tracheal intubation. Visual disturbances, photophobia, diplopia, blurred vision may accompany preeclampsia के अंदर हो सकती हैं. Ischemia caused by vasospasm of the posterior cerebral artery. ये changes क्यों होती हैं? क्यों posterior cerebral artery का vasospasm हो जाता है, जहाँ cerebral edema in the occipital region may be the cause of these diplopia, blurred vision, photophobia. Headache and hyperreflexia are the early warning signs of increased cerebral irritation. Headache जहाँ hyperreflexia मतलब cerebral irritation हो रही है. Grand mal seizures may occur and most likely reflect the effects of cerebral ischemia due to vasospasm, cerebral edema, and microinfarct. The effectiveness of magnesium sulfate, a cerebral vasodilator for controlling seizures, lends support to the occurrence of cerebral vasospasm. The relationship between seizures and the severity of maternal systemic hypertension is questionable. Coma in association with increased intracranial pressure may follow seizures. Seizures के बाद coma में जा सकता है, क्योंकि increased intracranial pressure होने. Cerebral hemorrhage may occur and is fatal in these patients. Preeclampsia is associated with decreased renal blood flow. Renal blood flow कम हो जाता है, GFR कम हो जाता है, corresponding increase in serum creatinine बढ़ जाएगा. Although oliguria is common, progression to acute renal failure is rare. Acute tubular necrosis is often the cause of reversible renal failure. Abruptio placentae, DIC, hypovolemia usually precedes acute renal failure. Impaired hepatic function in patients with severe preeclampsia may impair clearance of drugs metabolized by the liver. Spontaneous hepatic rupture is rare but will likely be fatal even. Abnormal LFT are seen alone and in conjunction with HELLP syndrome. Thrombocytopenia may occur in preeclamptic patient reflecting low grade DIC. प्लेटलेट काउंट कम हो जाती है तो ये DIC का रिस्क है. Increased circulating concentration of fibrin degradation product FDP are also consistent with DIC. Thrombocytopenia may also involve autoimmune mechanism as evidenced by the increased immunoglobulin G level. Effect of thrombocytopenia on bleeding is not clear. A prolonged bleeding time do not always parallel the platelet count. फिर भी bleeding time and platelet count usually correlate when the platelet count is less than 1 lakh per cubic millimeter. Maternal vascular prostacyclin concentration and decreased with preeclampsia prostacyclin कम हो जाता है, platelet thromboxane A2 production is increased, resulting imbalance between prostacyclin and thromboxane likely contribute to enhanced platelet activity and vascular damage. Impaired placental circulation is the most likely explanation for the high incidence of intrauterine fetal death (IUGR) and perinatal mortality associated with preeclampsia. Placental abruption is also more common in patients with preeclampsia. Decreased uterine blood flow predisposed to hyperactive uterus and premature labor is common. Clinically small and premature infants are more vulnerable to drug-induced depression from maternal drugs administered for labor analgesia or for seizure prophylaxis. In addition, meconium aspiration is a common problem in these neonates. Diagnostic features.